Good evening, everyone. So today we are going to start with Adobe Premiere, and I will cover this Adobe Premiere, a full detail about the course, the full complete course. And in one class we will do that, but I will divide this into two parts. So one part we will do before the break and one after the break. Okay, so we will take like a short 10 minutes break in between. Now, Adobe Premiere software is a industry standard software for editing, and it is used in movies, it is used in TV shows, it is used in live streams, it is used in animation, it is used heavily used for YouTube videos, and it's a very, you can say, uh, like a prominent or popular application for editing, and it's not that hard to use, it's very simple to use. Now the version that I'm using right now, if you would see here, is this version of 14.5.0 build 51. Okay, it's a 2020 version, but it is the latest 2020 version. Okay, now to start the Adobe Premiere, like whenever you will start Adobe Premiere, you will see the screen for the first time. Okay, now here what you have is a new project and open project. So if you want to create a new project, you just simply click on the new project. If you want to open an existing project, just click on open like project. So fairly very simple to do this. Okay, other than that, we have recent software, recent files that you have created. It will show over here on this part, and whatever you want to open from here, you can open very quickly. And if you want to filter it, you can type here your keywords and then it will filter it. Okay, but for this tutorial we are not going to open any existing files. We're just going to create a new project. So I'll just click on the new project here. Now upon clicking on the new project, the first thing it will ask you is where you want to save your file. Okay, where you want the whole project to be. So you can just click on browse. You can go wherever you want. Okay, in this case I will go here and I will choose this folder called footages, and here will everything will be saved in this folder. Now whatever name you want to give, I can type here something like Premiere Crash Course. So this is basically the name of your project, whatever name you want to give it. Now Adobe Premiere uses like renderers to render your project. In the end, whenever you want to render your whole project, you want to complete your project and output a file, so it uses render. So there are different like type of render here. You have Mercury Playback Engine GPU accelerator, which will use your graphic card, and one is Mercury Playback Engine software only. So I will be using software only, but if you have a really good graphic card, like very strong graphic card, professional graphic card, you can use Mercury Playback Engine GPU acceleration. Okay, now a video like display format, how you want to see that like your videos with the time code, with the feet. Okay, just like in the films older times, when because nowadays everyone uses more like digital editing, but previously in older times, like there were films. So films were calculated with the help of feet and frames. So if you want to use that, you can use those like settings or just frames. But I will use the time code because it will become easier for me to see at what time I am right now, at what time my current scene is, and how long I want to keep it and how short I want to keep it. So I will keep it as it is. Our audio sample like format, so I will choose audio samples or milliseconds, it's up to you, but I will keep it audio sample. Everything I will keep it as it is. Capture format, So I will use DV or HDV. So I have like digital video or high definition like digital video. Suppose if you're using a high definition digital video like 2K, 4K, use this one. But I'm using full HD, which is um, like a more like 1080p. So I will keep it like digital video. Now color management. This is your like colors, how you want the colors to be. Usually you don't change this. I keep it as it is. It's basically about the colors that you're using. If you're using a special camera or something, like a professional camera, so it comes with a color profile which you can change here, but most of the time you keep it as it is. So if you have noticed, I didn't change anything in the general area. Okay, now here it says display the project item name and label color for all instances. Okay, so if you click on here, all the track items name and labels color will match the corresponding project item. So this you can open more than one project at the same time. You can save more than one project at the same time. You can work on different projects at the same time. To avoid any confusion, you can click over here. So what it will do is that it will keep all the colors. Like for one project, everything will be in a different color. For other project, it will be different color. So it will organize everything, and you will avoid mixing between two different projects. Now scratch disk. This is very important. If because I have only one hard disk, I cannot change it. Sometimes what happens, if your hard disk where you are working on it is full or it is about to get full, so it Adobe Premiere might not be able to work correctly. It might crash. It needs some sort of free space. Okay, so you can come over here in the scratch disk and use a different like disk. Okay, or different like folders where you want to save your files. So what it will do is that it will save your space, and it will use the space which you will like define over here. For me, I don't have any other hard disk or any other partition. I only have one partition, so I will be using the same partition. Now in just like more like settings here, I don't usually change this one. This is basically if you have you know clips or those kind of things which requires MD MD5 for like verification, but I don't have anything which is based on MD5, so I will not use this one. Basically you don't use this, keep it as it is. So just notice here, I didn't change anything. The only thing I changed is that I just changed the name and I gave it a location where I want to save everything, and just I checked this one so I can have the colors for each project like differently. So I will avoid any kind of mixing here. I'll just press OK, and as soon as I will press OK, it will open up a new project for me, and that project which it will open will be empty. There will be nothing inside. So what you need to do is that once your project is open, you need to import the files that you want to edit, and once those files are edited, you need a sequence. A sequence is what, just like in Photoshop you have a document window, or in After Effects you have a composition, or in Illustrator you have artboard, just like that Premiere requires a sequence where you put all the videos and you do the editing. Okay, so it will take a little time to open. Right now it's still opening, and now you can see everything is open, and on the top you have to choose editing. So you have to click on editing here, because when you're doing editing you will click on editing. If you're working on colors, then colors. If you're working on effects, audio, graphics. So or like whatever you require over, you can make your own, but the one that I will use over here is the editing, so I will keep editing over here. Okay, now once we are here, let's take a look of the interface. Here is our source window, and here is our like the editing window where we are doing the final editing. So this will show us the final output, and this will show us the source. Now it will be better if we will bring some files over here so that we can start, and then everything will be activated, and we can then better understand what these things are. Now, first thing we need to do is that you have here an arrow, and you will see that there are 7 different panels here. First is the project where all your videos will be. Okay, all your materials that you will be bringing. It's like a library. Second thing is the media browser. Now, what is the media browser? It is like your computer, and you can directly access your computer files over here. So if you want to directly import anything here, and then whatever you will bring it here, automatically it will move here. Or you can bring those files here that you want to work and then move them here. In media browser, it will just work like a computer itself. So you can go to any folder you want, okay, and directly using that folder, you can bring those files over here. So once you will bring those files here, they will be automatically added inside your project. So that's one thing. Then you have libraries here. So this is like cloud libraries, creative cloud libraries. I'm not signed in right now. If you can sign in here, if you have an account, you can get some stock footages, some music, and more, and those kind of things from the cloud, like from the Google, from the Adobe cloud, and you can use them in your project. Now this is the info of your sequence, whatever sequence you have here, and whatever video final output you have there. Effects contains all the different kind of effects. Markers here, basically you can create markers on your project in order to remember, or in order to bookmark anything, wherever you want to put the text, whatever you want to cut, or anything that you want to mark it, so that later on you can work on it. That's the mark that comes in a marker. Now history, just like in Photoshop, here you have the history too. Whatever you will do, it will be recorded in history. So you can go back to history. If you want to undo, you can do undo over here. So these are the things that you can do inside the Premiere. So let's go to the project first and bring some file to import. To import, you have number of different ways to do it. You can double click over here, or you can go to file here and then import, or you can simply open the folder where you have all the files, and you can drag and drop it here. So you have different ways to do it. So I'll just simply select all of them and drag them here inside. And you will notice that here you have all the files that we are going to work on. They all are selected right now, that's why they are light gray. So I have to deselect all of them by clicking any one of it. Okay. Each files, you can see that have slider down. Now what does the slider do? You can slide it just to check how the video is, or you can hover over your file just like this, so it will show you what the video actually is. Okay, like quickly you can see that. Now on the bottom you have project is writable. So if you will click on any one of the project, this is green. That means this project is writable. You can easily work on it. If it is not writable, okay, what you can do, you can just click over here, and then what will happen? It will make it read only. So you will be only able to read it. You won't be able to work on it. So that's why I will not press yes. I will just press cancel. Now here you have different views. List view will show you everything in a list form. Okay. A thumbnail view, icon view or thumbnail view will show you everything in a thumbnail form. Okay. Then this is freeform view. What it do is that it just gives you a freeform view just like this. You can move around wherever you want. Okay. Just like you're working on the Photoshop or anything here. And if it is too big, you can make it smaller, and you can arrange the way you want to arrange. Okay. Like I want to keep these two files here, up to keep this file here. So it's up to you how you want to arrange that. But I will keep a thumbnail, and you can make it bigger or smaller. I will keep it smaller so I can see everything. Now after that we have sort icons. Now all these icons can be sorted by their name, okay, or by the date, by the media type, by the video usage, okay, or different kind of things you can use that here. Now here is automate to sequence. Now this is automate to sequence. We will come here later. Then find, suppose you have a lot of videos and you don't and you cannot find the video that you're looking for, okay. So suppose I want to find something which is like related to like study, so I can click over here and I can just type over here what I'm looking for, and it will find it for me, okay. So I will choose name and find. So here find it, it says this is the file which have the word study, okay. So in the column I chose name, and then I I chose contains, and then I chose study. So it's up to you if you want to match exactly, or if you want some other thing here, maybe instead of name you want the start media, end media, or any kind of thing that you are looking for, okay. Now you can make folders, okay. Here folders are called bins. I can make bin for maybe students files, bin for teachers like videos, bin for like technology based videos, bin for audio. So different kind of bins you can make over here. Now here is a new sequence, new item, whatever new thing you want to make, or if you want to delete anything from here, this is the delete button. So I hope this is clear. Now we don't have audio over here, so let's bring some audio file. I usually use this website. It's called mixkit.com. Okay, mixkit.co. Sorry, mixkit.co. It contains free, royalty-free music and videos also. So you can go and search for whatever music you are listening to. Suppose I want this music. So if I want to check how it is, so I can just press here. Okay, suppose I like this one, so I can just press download button here, and it will download in the same footage. And now if I want to download some other file, so I can just press here again and download this one as well. Now if I want to bring it here, simple, I can go to import, file, import. Okay, and here I have this, and there is other one, I think it, let me check that where it is. Okay, here's the other one, both are downloaded. So I will select both of them with the control key. So you can select more than one with the help of control key or command key if you're using Mac, and open it up, and it will be here. Now this is how the audio is shown. Now all these videos are just footages without audios, but if you want anything with the audio, so it can also give you something with the audio as well. Like suppose if I will go over here, let me search if everything is there with the audio file. Okay, I'm trying to find something with the audio. Let's see if I can find something here. Okay, I have downloaded this one. This is with the audio. Okay, now these footages, if you will notice that they don't have audios, and how I know, because it doesn't show an audio uh, or like icon over here. This is the video which I just like imported, and if you will notice, there is an icon over here which shows audio here, like a waveform. This waveform, let me a little bit make it bigger so that it will become easier for you to see. Here at this part, you can see that. Now what this do is, like what this shows, is that this video contains audio file. Okay, and those other videos, they don't have any sort of audio icon. That means they do not have any audio inside it. Now let's start and make a sequence over here. Now here you can see there are some tools which we will go like later on. Here you can see I have a timeline which says no sequence. So what is the timeline? This is the timeline where everything is imported as at the form of videos. But at the stage I have a timeline here, but I don't have any sequence. Now it says drop media here to create sequence. So what I can do, I can just drag and drop any video over here, so it will create a sequence according to the size of the video. Whatever size of the video is, it will make the sequence according to the size. Size, I mean the dimensions of the video. Now if this is 1080p by like 1920 by like 1080p, so if I will drag it here, so it will create a sequence of the same size, 1920 by 1080p. There is another way to make the sequence, and that is from the scratch, like that is from scratch. So you can just click here, new item, click on the sequence, and from here you can make the complete new sequence from scratch. The first thing that will show you over here is the sequence presets, already made sequences. Or you can go to settings and make your own sequence, okay, your own size. Now here, because I don't want to use here, so I will simply come here, click on the settings, editing mode. I can choose any sort of editing mode over here. I will but I will choose custom because I'm making my own. Now time base. Time base means how many frames per second you are showing. Now if you want to create something very smooth, so you can choose 60 frames per second. If you're like making something as closer to the real like cinema, 20 frames per second. What does the frame per second means? In 1 second, it will show you 24 frames. In 1 second here, it will show you 60 frames. Now 60 frames per second is closer to how a human eye observes things. 24 frames per second becomes a little slower. Now this is ideal for cinemas. The reason it is ideal for cinemas or for TV shows or television is that so that it becomes a little slower, the viewer who is watching that can easily understand what is happening. If it is too fast, so he will not be able to understand what is going on in the video. So that's why says 24, it is slower so that we can understand what is going on. That's why like cinema shows and these uh, kind of medias, they use 24 frame per second, so it makes it slower and understandable at the same time. So I will choose 24 frame per second right now because my footages also are 24 frame per second. Now you can choose your size. I will choose 1920 by 1080p, which is the full HD size. Otherwise, you can go higher and choose maybe like 4K, 2K sizes. You can find the sizes online on Google. You can search. Now, pixel aspect ratio. Now, there are different aspect ratios over here for like cinema screens, okay, for the television, for some other like mediums, but I will choose here square pixel, which is ideal for online videos like YouTube or something. Now, fields. Now, if you're using a NTSC video, so they are, or you can say like videos which are recorded on the camcorders. They uses fields, okay, like a scan lines, and there are like different kind of fields: upper field, lower field, or no fields. No fields means like there is no scan lines here, but sometimes you have upper field, sometimes you have lower field. But at this stage, I will not use any field over here because I just want everything to be solid without any scan lines. Now display format. Now here I want my screen to show me 24 frame per second time code. I can choose any other thing, but this is the most common one, so I will choose this, and it will be easier for me to guess what kind of time I'm using there. Now working color space. Now you have different kind of color spaces here, okay, but I will not change this. I will keep it as it is. So I don't want you to get confused with the color space here. Sample rate, I will keep it as it is, nothing change. Audio samples, nothing, like display format audio, nothing change. Video previews, so there are different kind of previews over here. If you want to, how you want to like preview your output. So I will keep it as it is. I will not change anything, because if you are previewing it with this size, so what it will do is that it will keep your quality like little bit higher as well, and at the same time it's not making your computer slower. Rest of everything I will keep it as it is. If I want to save this whole setting, I can save it with my name, and next time I can use the same setting. So I can write it here, my HD output. So next time if I will come over here, I just have to press my HD output, and everything it will give it to me. Okay. You can see that in the custom it created my HD output. Now tracks, if you want to add more audio tracks or less audio tracks, so don't get confused over here. While working, you can add more audio tracks. So if we want, we will add that. So don't get confused with tracks. If you're working with virtual reality videos, 360-degree videos, so you can use like this area to change the settings or any kind of other settings that you want to change. But I will keep it as it is without changing anything here else. Now here is the sequence name, because the project name, we already gave the project name Premiere Crash Course, which will be the name of our file. But whatever output you want to create, you can give the output over here in the sequence name. I want my output name or my file name to be maybe my first try. This you can change later on also, maybe when you are outputting at that time also you can change it. But this can be my sequence name and also my file final output name. So once I will press OK, you can see that my sequence is created now here, and the name of my sequence is my first try. It is empty, nothing is there. So you can see that I have here my first try, and you can see a different sort of icon over here. Now this icon represents sequence. Now this is empty, so everything is black. Okay. Now let's see inside the sequence what do we have. First thing is the time code. I am right now in the beginning, that means 0 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds, 0 nanoseconds. Okay. If I keep on going forward, so it will now show me I am at 3 minutes 40 seconds and 3 nanoseconds. Nanoseconds is like seconds of seconds, you can say that. Okay, and I can go infinitely wherever I want to the end. Okay, so that's what I have here. Now this is insert and override sequence as nest or individual clips. So this is, I will keep it as it is. I will not change anything. This is if you, because what you can do here is that you can join two, you can make a nest. What is nest? Inside the nest, you can put more than one video. Outside, it will look like a one clip, but inside it will be 3 or 4 clips joined together. So it's just like you are making a folder. Like in Photoshop, you have 5 images, but those images you can put them together inside one folder. So that folder, whenever you select, you can select that folder. When you move around, all the files inside the folder will move around. Same thing here, it will make a nest. Inside the nest, there will be 4 or 5 different videos. Wherever you will move the nest, all those 4 or 5 videos will move with it. Next is the magnet. This is for snapping inside your timeline. So when two videos you want to join them together, so it's a little hard to put them next to each other. But if you have snap on, so automatically when you will bring those two videos together, they will snap, they will stick together automatically. As soon they will be, like come closer, just like magnet. Then here we have linked selection. So whatever selection we have here, we can link those to other software also, like suppose Photoshop, Adobe After Effects, and those kind of things. This is to create markers. Okay, like suppose I want myself to remind me whenever I'm working next time that this is from here I want to start music. So I will put this there and I will type there start music. So I will know, okay, this is the place where I will start the music from. So I can add the marker. Now timeline display, if you want to change this one, you can just click over here and change to whatever you want, and it will change here. But I will keep it as it is. Okay, and whatever I want to change here, I can also change here. So there are a lot of settings for the whole like thing, for the whole timeline here. Okay, now let's come down over here. Now here it shows 3 video tracks, 3 audio tracks. You can add more. How you can add more? If you are if you run out of all these three tracks, and if you want to add one more, so simply drag to this area. If you drag to this area, so what will happen? It will automatically make a one more track. So you can add one more track just like that. Okay, or right click on your screen and press add tracks. It will add a track here. Okay, as many you want, you can just type over there and it will make those tracks. Now here it says like V1, V1, V2, V2, V3, V3. This is blue and these are all blue, and these are not blue. These means they are working right now. Everything over on this layer will be workable. Okay, this is active, not inactive. This means like a toggle, lock and all unlock. Okay, so if you want to lock or unlock. Now here is your track targeting point over here. Okay, now what is that? Like we will check that later on. This is for insert and overrides. This is for track targeting. So we will, like, once we will move to my source windows, then we will learn. We will see what this actually means. Here is for like sync lock. Okay, to sync with different applications. If you want, if you are working with different applications and with Premiere, so you can use this to lock or unlock whenever you want. But for most of the time, for this project also, we will not use anything outside the Premiere. We will work entirely inside the Adobe Premiere. This is to hide the layer or unhide the layer, just like in Photoshop you have. Now down over here is same thing but with the audio. The only difference here is that you have mute. That means if you don't want to hear the audio or you want to solo the track, so only the file that is solo. Okay, solo means the file which you select becomes active and all the others audio will become inactive. So now this audio will only play, other audio will not play. This one is voiceover recording. If you want to record audio, your mic is connected, you can record from here. Okay, like for your voiceover. So this is how it is done. Now this icon over here represents stereo. Okay, so that your both headphones are like will be playing whenever you like if this is active. Now this is basically your audio file, audio volume, master volume. Master means for all the audios, okay, not for single one. For single one, we will see how we can change. Now this is all about the timeline here, and this part over here shows you your audio like strength. So this is dB. dB is like decibels, how you calculate the unit of the audio. So lower means no audio, higher means no high volume. So it should not go all the way up. It should stay in the yellow area, not in the red area. Red area means extreme volume. And if you have extreme volume, it's not audible. You won't be able to listen audio correctly. Now let's see first if we have like this image, like this video. Now I have two different ways to bring this video here. If I want the whole video to bring it here, I will just click on it, drag it here, okay, to track 1, and the video footage will be here. Now on the bottom I have a scroll bar which will scroll horizontally my timeline, and vertical scroll bar which will vertically scroll it. Okay, one for audio, one for video, and then this is for the entire timeline here. Now this is also a zooming option here. Okay, it's a zooming feature. It acts as a zooming feature as well. In the in the beginning, you will see like there is at this stop, you will see that there is a like a circle. Okay, at this stop, you will see like there is another circle. So if I will take this circle, drag it, so you can see it is zooming toward this side. Okay, or if I want to zoom to the other side, I can zoom from here as well, and then I can move this, zoom, and adjust the zooming. Okay, or zoom just like that. So this is how you can zoom in and zoom out. I'll little bit zoom in so you can see what is going on. Now here I can only see my footage, okay, without any kind of picture. So what I can do here is that I can just simply go here, right, like here on this wrench icon, and I can press or show video keyframes. So what it will do is that it will also show me the keyframes wherever I have the keyframe. Okay, let me uncheck this. If you want to see the audio names, you can click on the audio names, and different other things. It's totally up to you. Now you can see there is a video, like it's a video here, but it shows me a purple bar. If I will increase the size of this, like by zooming, so you can see that if I'm zooming here, so instead of showing me only the like purple bar, it is showing me now the whole thing. But what happens is that now I have to zoom in and zoom out, or like, sorry, I have to scroll now. Otherwise I have to make this bigger, and if I make this bigger, the actual thing will become smaller up there. So it's good if you have a big screen, so you can see that or the whole of the thing. Okay, and you can bring it back to where it was by zooming it, and okay, zooming it out. Sorry, let's zoom this. Now here I have a play button. If I press the play button, it will play my whole video. But you will see that it's kind of slow. The reason is that because my computer is so busy and the video file is too big, is so big that it is lagging. It's not showing me with the right speed. So what you need to do is that you just have to press enter on your keyboard. So when you will press enter, it will pre-render and it will play. Actually, the video itself is slow motion, so you will not feel like, you know, like it is slow or what. Originally it is slow. So this is one way, as I told you, to bring in to drag and drop over here. Now this video, as I told you, was without audio. Okay, so what happened? Only one video came over here. Now if I'll delete this video from here by pressing delete, selecting and pressing delete button, it will delete it. And then I will take my other video, which, as I told you, it have audio. I will take this video, drag it here, and now you can see if I'm dragging this on video number 1 over here, so you can see that audio is right under it. But if I will go because this is V1, this is A1, so V1 audio will be on the A1, so 1. If I will drag it on 2, so you can notice that it is dragging the audio on the A2, so V2 A2, V3 A3. Okay, so this is how it works, but I want it to be on video 1, so I will just drag it here. Okay, now the size of this file is little bigger. So what it is saying over here is that the file that you about to drag and drop it over here is not matching with your sequence size. So my sequence size is 1920 by 1080p, but the video that I'm dragging over here, it is made on a different size. So do I you have two choices now. Okay, change the sequence setting. I want to change the sequence setting which I used and convert those sequence setting to this video's sequence setting, or keep the existing setting. I want to keep my existing setting and change the settings of this video. So I will keep I will just keep this one option open, so that it will not change my sequence, but it will allow me to change the video itself. So I will just press this, and here I have. So there is nothing much more change, maybe the timing and everything. Now you can see there is an audio file here and a video file up there. So if I will play this, you will notice that it will play with the audio itself. Okay, now one issue over here is that you might see it is lagging, and you can see like there is a red line on the top. Red line means it my video requires pre-render. To pre-render, you just have to press enter on your keyboard, and when you press enter on your keyboard, it will start rendering it, pre-rendering it, and after that it will the whole thing will become green, and you will be able to play it without any kind of lagging or any kind of it will not stuck, it will just play smoothly. Okay, okay, so that's what you get with the audio. So let me close the audio for now. Okay, I will mute the audio. I'll just click here so the audio will not play. So when I'm moving it back, like when I'm done, then I will unmute it, because right now, because of the mute, it's making few issues over here. Now let's see all these different items over here. Now first over here is selection tool. So you just click with this tool and you can move around wherever you want. I can move it up, I can move it down, I can move this down now. Okay, and you can see that once it is imported, once it is dragged on your screen, on your timeline, you can move it wherever you want. But while you were bringing this on the screen, it's on the timeline itself, then it was putting it wherever it wanted. Like the video one was going on the V1, and if the video is going on the V1, the audio will automatically go to the A1. Okay, and notice this is my sequence, my first try, but now this is not black anymore. Why this is not black? Because it is showing me my timeline, whatever I have it here, and there is a sequence icon over here. So just notice there is a sequence icon here. Now I brought this video here, and you can see that the video have audio icon because we are using audio, and like there is an audio in this video. Obviously we have seen it, but there is another icon over here which just looks like a film. If you roll over here, it says video used one time. Whenever you use any video, it gives you this film icon, and when you hover over it, so it will show you how many times this video is being used here. Other videos does not have this icon, means we have not used this video uh, even one time. We didn't use it. Okay, so we'll come back to here later. Now here, let's go back. Here we have different like track select like options. First is the track select forward, and then there is a track select backward. Okay, so if this is like selected, right now I have only one footage, so let's do one thing. Let's first see what is razor tool. Now razor tool is like a blade. What it do is that this whole thing is a one video. What if I want to bring let's say this part. Okay, now I'm not exactly on this part, because if you notice that if I go back, so this part is ends here, but my hand kind of little bit shakes when I try to come try to move to this point, because accurately I'm not able to move to this point. How I can accurately move to this point? You have keyboard keys on your keyboard, left arrow and right arrow. So when you press left arrow, it will go one. If I keep on pressing left arrow, it is going one frame back. If I'm pressing like right arrow, it's going one frame forward. So I will go one frame back, one more frame back, one more. Now this is not I want. I want to go one frame forward again. Now this is I want. So I'm exactly on this spot. So this arrow keys on your keyboard helps you to exactly go on the spot where you want to do editing. Now at this stage, I want this part, from this part, I want everything to appear in the beginning. Okay, not at this stage. So what I will do here, I will take my my razor tool and press on this playhead, because it's exactly at this stage and I want this video from this stage. So I will just click here, and you can see that it has cut my my video into two you can say uh, timelines. Okay, like two different videos. So now I want this video to appear, this one and this one, completely in the beginning. Okay, so what I will do here is that now I don't want to, if I will move it here, if you will notice that it is bringing my audio with it. Okay, I don't want the audio. I don't want the audio. I only want the video. So what I will do here is that I will just click here, and you will see audio video both are like selected, because both are linked. So I need to unlink them first. So I will right click here. Okay, and then I will go to the unlink option, and when I do that, I can separately select my video and audio at a different time. Now this is not unlinked, because here if I will click any one of this, both of them selected. Here these are unlinked, so now I can select whatever I want. Now this part I want it to be in the beginning. So if I will drag this part here, you can see that it is overlapping my existing video, which I don't actually want. So what I can do, I can take this part, move it to this part, and then this one, move it here, and this one, sorry, I don't want to mess with the audio, so I will just take the video here. Okay, and then This audio, I want it to go completely in the end. Now this video, I will bring it here. This audio, I will bring it here. But now the audio is not matching. So what I will do now is that I will take this video, unlink this one also. Now I will take both of these audios and move it in the beginning. Okay. So now it will start with this. Okay. Let me turn the audio on. Okay, so this is what we got here with the editing. Simple with the blade tool, I can move around. Now, if you have noticed, while I was moving, let me undo this a little bit. Now, while I was moving, you have seen that I have these gaps. Now, these gaps are known as ripples. So I have to move and close this gap so that right after this, it will show the video. Otherwise, what will happen if it is not there? Okay, for example, let me move it back. So just right after that, I will have a black area, and as soon it will move here, I will get the video back, which actually I don't want. I want the video to right away start after this ends. So I have to bring it, and as you can see, magnet is on, snapping is on. So as soon I will reach, it will automatically snap like a magnet to it. Other way to do fill this gap is select the gap, right click, ripple delete, or press select this like ripple, press the space the backspace or delete on your keyboard, and it will delete that space. I will select the space, delete. Now I want this audio to move here with this. So again, I have to right click here, unlink, and I can take both of them and move them here. This is how one way of doing this. Okay, so I hope this part is clear. Now let's move to this part. Now here I have a track select forward and track select backward. Okay, if I will go to track select forward, so what it will do is it will select everything which is at from from the starting till the end. Okay, and if I will go here and choose track select backward, if I click over here, it will only select the one which is behind. Like if I will click here, let me do one thing on purpose. I will do one thing here. Let me delete this whole thing, or let me take this blade and make several like cuts over here so you will better understand what it is. Now if I will take the track select forward and click on any one of these, you can see that everything is selected, whatever is after the first one, wherever I press. Now instead of pressing here, I will press it here. Maybe I will press here, or maybe here. If I click on here, so you can see that it have selected everything after this one. Okay, so wherever you click with this track forward, it will select everything which is after the frame that you selected. Now there is an opposite one which is select backward. Now if I click over here, so anything which is behind at the back of this will be selected. Suppose if I click, let me undo this. If I click here, all of them will be selected. And if I click it here, so only these two will be selected. These two will be skipped. So that's how it works. Okay, so I will keep the track select forward as default. So I have to press A. A is the shortcut and V is the shortcut for this one. So if I want track frame forward, so I will press A. Okay, so I will be there. And if I want track backward, so I will press Shift A. Okay, and I will go to that side. Okay, so backward, Shift A, forward is A, or V for normal selection tool. Now here I have ripple edit tool. Now what is a ripple? Ripple basically is the cut. These cuts are called ripples. Okay, so I'll make this a little bigger for you so it will be easier for you to look at it. Okay, these cuts are called ripples. So this is ripple edit tool. So what it do is that if I will take this tool now, like normal like selection tool, and go at the end of any one of these, like suppose this one, click over here. Now this is pointing forward, like you can say left side. So that means if I will move around, so I can only move to left, and I can drag this, make it smaller, but it will, leave a gap here. Now if I go on this frame, the starting of this frame, now it is pointing right, so I can only go to right side and make it smaller or trim it to the right side only. Okay, that's what a normal selection tool do. But let's talk about ripple edit tool, which is the, you can see that yellow. With the normal selection, it will give you a red option, and with this ripple edit tool, it will give you yellow. Now what it do is that same thing. If I click here, move it to this side, so what it will do is that it will not only move that area here, but whatever is afterwards will be shown. Okay, like suppose, let's go to this side. Okay, let me shuffle it up so it will become more easier for you to understand. Now after this frame, this starts, and there is a small cut. There shouldn't be this small cut. So there is a small cut for only few minor seconds. That means this will be played like this. See, it doesn't look good. So at least it should be there for 3 seconds, okay, or 5 seconds. So if I want to make this scene longer, okay, so what I have to do is that I have to just adjust with the help of my edit tool. Now if I'll go in the end or beginning of this one or end of this one, if I dragging this, so just notice the changes what is happening here. Okay, so you can see that if I move to this side, you can see that it had moved the whole thing over here without any gap. Okay, forget about the audio, because audio is the maximum at this side, so it will not do anything there. But you can see that when I dragged it here, it dragged it without any kind of gap. But if I'm doing from the normal selection tool, okay, so what it will do is that it will give me a gap. Okay, and if I will drag it here at this stage, it will not allow me to drag it because there is a video at this part. But this will allow me, ripple edit tool. And if I will do the same thing here, I can go to the starting of this and I can like push it back. Okay, and you can see that it has moved the frame inside from here. Okay, so this is actually how it works, the ripple edit. Apart from ripple edit, we have rolling edit. Now rolling edit, what it do is that, suppose if I'm here, you can see the footage. This is how the footage ends, and this is how this footage starts. Okay, if I will take the rolling edit tool, go in between, so you can see that it is moving this cut. So it is moving the cut. So this footage is now longer, and this footage is starting from a different position. So whatever cut, wherever this cut is, it is changing the position of that cut. Now it starts more quickly, and this starts more early. Okay, so the rolling edit moves the cut of your project, and depending on that the repositioning of this of that cut, it is adjusting the video as well. So that's the rolling edit tool. Now rate stretch. What does the rate stretch do? Suppose if your video is very like this video is very slow, you can make it faster. Okay, let's see a real example here. Let me remove the whole thing from here. Now you can see that it's all black, the sequence, because I removed it. Bring this video here. Now you can see this is yellow. Yellow means this is not rendered, but it doesn't require rendering, as the video itself is very small, and without rendering it will play without lagging. So if I press enter, it will not do any sort of rendering and it will show me actual footage. And you can see that this is slow motion. Okay, let me bring other one. This instead of this one, let me remove from here. Let's bring this. Now you can see that this video is smaller because my sequence, when I was dragging here, it was asking me change the sequence setting or keep the existing setting. So I'm using 1080p and I don't want to change that. I will keep existing setting. But this video, on the other hand, is 720p, means it is smaller, so it's not suitable for my entire area. So I have to resize this. To resize, you just have to right click, okay, then go down, search for this option, scale to frame size. So if I press scale to frame size, it will make it bigger and fit it in my in the frame. Now this is all red, that means it requires pre-rendering. So I press enter, it will do the pre-rendering now. Now it's green. So you can see it is fairly very slow. It's a slow motion video. Now if I want to speed it up, so what I can do, I can take the rate stretch tool, and if I will make this video shorter, that means it will become faster. If I will make it longer, that means it will become slower. So I want it to become faster, so I will drag this and make it shorter somewhere here. Now I will press enter again, so you can see that it's red, so that means it requires a rendering. Now you can see it is fast, okay, as compared to before. It is fast now. Maybe it is not the actual speed, but it is faster than it was before. I can make it a little bit more longer, so it will become a little bit more it will become little bit like little slow. Now you can see again it is red, that means I have to press enter again to re-render it, so I can see the actual time. Okay, little better. So this is how you can turn a slow video into a short video. So I can select and delete this one. What if I have a footage which is fast and I want to make it slow? Suppose I have this footage and I want this part to be slow. So what I will do, I want rest of them to be not there. So I will press arrow key on my keyboard right side, keep on pressing until it reaches to this spot. Okay, so I will take my blade, click on this area, okay, also on the audio, and then take this, delete everything because I don't want anything else. Audio, if you don't want, right click here, unlink, and then delete the audio, or press alt on your keyboard, or if you're using Mac, then option on your keyboard, and once you press alt, click on the audio or whatever you want to delete. So it will only select the audio and then press delete. So there is no audio. Now you can see that this is pretty much fast and I want to make it slow. So I will take the rate stretch tool and make it longer. So longer means slower. Now if I will play it, we can see that it is slow motion now. Okay, but it looks like it's not smooth. It doesn't look smooth. It's very jaggy. So what you can do here is that there are two different options here. Let me close this. Now what I can do here is that I can just simply right click on the video, and there is an option here to change the quality of my time. So this is called time interpolation. Right now I'm in the frame sampling. If I will go to frame blending, that jagginess will be gone and it will become a little bit smoother. So let me change it to frame blending. And now if I will play, so you can see that it's a little bit better than before. But I have to press enter on my keyboard so that it will play smoothly. Because you can see this red. Red means it requires pre-rendering. Now screen. And you can see that there is a frame blending, a duplication of frame every time he is moving. Okay, but it looks smoother, better than before. Other one we have here, right click on the video, time interpolation, optical flow. This is even much more better. If I'll press enter, then you can see that this time the pre-rendering is little slower because optical flow is a very heavy option. So it takes a little time to pre-render anything. And but its quality, it's better than the others that we used right now. So once this is done, we will move to the blade. Already we are done with. We will just go to this slide and push items here of slide and push frames, then masking, and these two are very like basics. Okay, and after that you can take breaks, and we will see more after the break. We will learn more about the editing. Okay, now this is done. So let me check now how it will play. So if I will press enter, or just press play, so you can see this much more smoother now. Okay, so it's very smooth and it is slow motion. It doesn't look jaggy or something like that. It's a quite good it's a good way of show like slowing down and then changing its frame quality. Okay, so I changed it to optical flow, and optical flow seems like it's giving a quite nice output here. Okay, very smooth, a very nice output. Okay, so that's how it is done. Let's remove this one here and add few videos here. Let me take this one again. Okay, uh, and then I will take this one, put it next to it, scroll and put this one next to this one. Now I have three videos, and you can see it requires pre-rendering, so I will press enter on my keyboard to pre-render. Okay, so now you can see that this video is play, and as soon this video will finish, then the other video will play. Okay, now this video also is 720p, so I have to right click on this video, scale to frame size. But as soon as I will do that, you can notice that it became red, so that means I have to press enter again to pre-render this. Now you can see that it is playing. And then this video comes up, so it shows this video. Okay, and then let me go forward a little bit, then play again, and then this video comes up. Okay, so you can play, you can move from here and you can move from here as well. Okay, but I believe that this video is quite longer, so what I can do is that I can go to this video, make this one shorter. So how I will make it shorter? Again, I will take my razor tool, click on this part, take this. There is no audio, so I don't have to worry about unlinking or linking. It's whenever you have audio and the audio is acting like a background music, so no need to change the audio, you have to only change the video. I will take this, delete this one. Now there is a ripple delete. To remove the ripple delete, I have to select the ripple, this gap, press delete, and that will be gone. So now you can see the video is short. Okay, now I have here these options. This is like there are two tools, slip and slide. Now what does the slip do? If I click on this video, okay, and I'm using slip, and if I will move this video to a little bit here, okay, so what it will do is that I think I have to go to this part, then slip it. Wait. Let's do the middle one video, because this is the starting video. It's a little hard. It's a little hard to notice the change here because the starting one. Let's do that. But it will the slip tool will work on this one as well. But to understand easily, it's good to use this one. Now notice this video is like a frame, and I'm playing this part of the video right now. In reality, if you want to see how this video is, so let's take this selection tool. I will move this video to the top frame for a while, okay, temporarily, and you will see that the video is just like plays like this. But in reality, the video size is from here this big. Okay, let me move this here. So this is the actual video size, not from here to here. The actual size is from here to here. Okay, but as we had cut it with the razor tool, like this part, and then we have deleted this part and this part, the only thing that we are able to see is this part. Okay, but and then we will place it in between this. But what if I don't want this part from this video? I want the part which was in the beginning. Okay, which part? This part. I want this part here. Okay, I don't want this part right now. So what I can do here is that I can slip this area, okay, and push it back. So I can take my slip tool and just notice if I click over here and if I slip back, you can see that this is my current video and this is where I'm slipping. and this is the beginning like here, and this is the ending like here, and this is where I'm working right now. So if I'm slipping here, so you can see that, just notice this thumbnail. Now what happened here, let me do again. Just notice this thumbnail right now. This is the hazy background with the light and everything coming from here. But what I want here is that I want the part which was in the beginning. So if I click here, move forward, and notice the thumbnail, like this thumbnail. After when I'm done, you can see what will happen. So this is current, and this is what it will be later on. So I want this part there. So I will go and stop, and you can see that part is now here. So the beginning part is there, and the part where we were before is now slipped forward. So slipping means within this frame, you can slip your video. Okay, that's how the slipping works. Next, we have slide tool. Now slide tool, what it do, it slides the video from the gap. Like from here, I can slide it wherever I want. Like I can slide this one back, this one forward. Okay, so you can see that. I can slide it here. I can slide this one there. Okay. Let me do one thing here to better understand. I will make this video shorter and this one also shorter. Now if I will take the slide tool, I can slide the part that I removed, and I can bring the part that like that was gone. Okay, so this will slide the actual video footages, and you can see that it is sliding the video footages and bringing back the part which was actually removed from my video previously. So this is what the sliding do. It slides the video and bring the video that was gone. Okay. Now here we have pen tool. Now what it do is that it creates a mask. Suppose I only want to see this part of the video. So I can create a, sorry, if I want to make it, you can say like a shape. So you can create a shape, okay, on your video. Suppose I want to create a shape here, and it will create a shape on the video, and then you can take the masking to the like normal selection tool. You can put the shape here. You can write the name or whatever you want, and you can see when I made this, it is automatically placed on the video too, so that it will show on the top. I can make it bigger, like longer, and it will cover entire timeline, so it will be from beginning till the end. Okay, so I can make my own, or I can use rectangle or ellipse. It's up to you. You can use these shapes as well. Here we have hand tool, which can pan around your like timeline, or you have zoom tool to zoom in and out. Okay, if you press alt key on your keyboard, you can zoom out. I can zoom from here also, and you can also zoom on this like screen. Okay, but mainly this is for timeline, not for here. Okay, now after that we have a text tool. Now I can take a text tool and type. So if I want to type here, suppose if I will type something, notice that there is video 1, video 2 and video 3 is empty. Automatically it will create a layer on video 3. So whatever I want to type here, like suppose hello there. Okay, just for purpose. Okay, so here is the hello there. It didn't make actually video 3. What it did is that it used my video 2 shape and all and the text. They both are in video 2, which is much more better. Otherwise you will have a lot of layers there. And when I will play this, you can see it's all red, it requires pre-render. I will press enter. So once it is done, you can see that how it will be played automatically. So far, anyone who have question, please let me know. Anyone who have question regarding the Adobe Premiere right now, till so far we have covered. Is everything clear? So now you can see that as this is covering the whole timeline, it is appearing the whole timeline, but there is a gap here, so I have to fill this gap. Okay, so this is how it will actually your timeline and these tools works. Now, one thing before going to the break, let me make this smaller. Now, here we have automate to sequence. Now, what it do is that automate to sequence this button. Okay, uh, it automatically generates a sequence. For example, I have this footage. I will press Control on my keyboard to select more than one. This one, all of them. And if I click on automate sequence, so what it will do, it will ask me how you want it to be. So I will say selection order. Selection order means I selected, let me do again. I will select this one. I want this one to come first. Then I want this one. Then I want this. Then I want this one, then this, and in the end I want this. So I made my own order. So if I will go here, it will ask me how you want the video to be ordered. So I will say selection order, the way I selected, okay, or sort order, the way they are appearing. But I don't want that. I want selection order the way I selected them, okay. Then placement. Do you want to place them sequentially one after each? So I will say yes, okay. Or unnumbered markers. You can create markers from here, okay. Or there is a markers option, but I will say sequentially. Method, insert edit or override edit. This is not right now, it won't work like this part only because we have not done in and out. So I will, like, after the break we will go through the in and out, so then we will do this again with in and out. Right now we are doing without in and out, okay. Still clip should like duration use in and out range, so we are not using in and out, so I will keep it as this, okay. I will not change anything here. And apply audio transition, there is no audio here. Apply default video transition, okay, video transition here. Ignore options, I don't want to ignore anything, and I will press OK. Now you can see that these are automatically appeared with transition between. There is no audio, otherwise there will be audio transition as well. If I will press here play, so just see, as soon it will reach to the next video, there will be an like automatic transition. See, there was a transition here, but the size is small, which you can right click here and scale it to frame size, and you can see that each one of it have this, okay. So this is automatic video creation. Automatic, it will place, and then you can do the editing if you want. Otherwise you can go just right with it. So maybe I want to scale this through frame size. This one also scales frame size to make it bigger, and you can see as soon I did that, it became bigger. This is actually already bigger. This is already bigger. This is as well bigger. So you can see the way I selected them or in the order I selected them, they they are appearing in the same order. Okay, and then I already have this musics here. I can take any one of the music, put it here. Okay, and I can shorten this music from the beginning, put this at the end, and then resize it back. Okay, so if we will listen to it, if we will play the video again with the audio, it will be like this. Okay, so you can see that how it gives a push to your videos when you have a nice collection of the videos, you have audio over there. So like this is how you will get the end result. So now you can go on a short break, take a 10 minutes break, and after the break we will come back and we will work on more of the uh, like the parts of the Adobe Premiere. Okay, so take a short break and then I will send you the link on the Blackboard, and then we can come back to the Adobe Premiere.